Okay, so hey y'all, hey, this is actually going to be the Aries reading, and I shall be reading these zodiac sign readings in a different way than most zodiac sign readings, because I did a little poll asking if you guys want to see zodiac sign readings on the channel again, and most of y'all that did vote voted yes. And so, but I also mentioned that I would be interpreting them a bit differently from the average zodiac sign reading, and in that way is that I'm not really going to be assuming that you are an Aries sun, at least. I'm not going to be assuming that you, the viewer, are the Aries, because all of us are all of the signs, and the signs themselves really just represent different energy archetypes within different areas of life as well. And your birth chart really just shows you which energies you are more likely, I keep wanting to say predisposed to, but I don't think that's the word that I exactly want to use. More like inclined to, inherent, more, which energies are more inherent to you. And also the houses. I just channeled this in the Libra reading that I posted, but I just channeled that the houses also indicate which areas of life that you have the most karma in. So yeah, that being said, Aries, it's fire signs, cardinal energy, it's initiative, it takes action, it's a leader. The first house represents the self, identity. Aries is also aligned with independence, steadfastness, and being assertive, taking action. So yeah, let us see what Aries energy has in store for us. I was almost going to ask what Aries energy wants us to take initiative towards, but Two of Cups reverse. Breakup. And then we have, I believe this is the Judgment card in this deck. Or the Tower. 16. Yeah, this is the Tower. Tower card reverse. So sudden change. Mars energy, Aries energy, Scorpio energy there. And then we have the Six of Wands reverse. A failure. Fall from grace. Ego. Death. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Stability. Being self-sufficient. Independence. And then the Fool card reverse, more Aries energy, and this is fear and hesitation. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Perfectionism. Five of Wands. Holding on to perfectionism makes you overthink, and it keeps you in this state of fear. You could perceive yourself as a failure for some reason, or like maybe just not be the most self-confident or whatever's whatever it is that is having you perceive yourself as like being a failure, something you could have detached from or need to detach from, there's a sudden change to this, to where you're dismantling it, because the Tower card is a structure falling down. This is a sudden change to this. I feel like a fear of success complex, or like a imposter syndrome type of thing. You're demolishing that within yourself in order to become more self-sufficient and independent. Let's see what this Two of Cups reverse is about. Rigid beliefs about what you're capable of. Yeah. King of Wands and the Emperor. Aries energy again. Not delay. Eight of Wands, about how you can move forward. Being so closed-minded and being trapped by perfectionism that keeps you in this state of analysis paralysis. You could have been judged very harshly or held to a really high standard. Clarify the Two of Cups reverse. Clarify the Two of Cups reverse. Here is it. I hate when it does this. This is the Two of Cups reverse again. I hate when it does this. Because, bitch, I said what I said, basically. Because whenever I try and clarify a card and I get the same exact card, I just interpret that to mean, like, whatever I was already thinking about it was right. Like, so. Shit, what was I saying? Feeling like you can't take initiative. Yeah, fear and worry. Fears and worries about taking initiative. And you could have been. I also heard bullied, but I said something different before. Oh my gosh. What was it? Perfectionism. Yeah, you could have been held to a really high standard by your father. You could have felt like you weren't good enough for your father or something. Or maybe you held yourself to this standard of perfectionism. Maybe nobody put this on you, but you're dropping that burden, and it's allowing yourself to be confident enough to creatively, to flow in creative, and to have a freely creative flow. That's what I'm trying to say. And it creates closure, Two of Pentacles reverse, around having unstable foundations. It allows for emotional maturity and for you to overcome challenges of being impatient, not patient with yourself. Because being a perfectionist can keep you, is essentially staying in the what's below the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and that's keeping you in an energy of possibly not appreciating being a student, being a know-it-all. Also getting Gemini energy, very mercurial energy. Page, very youthful energy. Not very, like, not the most mature, but not because, like, oh, like, they're an asshole or whatever, but just because, like, they just don't have that much life experience. So this is like you having an immature perspective of yourself and expecting yourself to be perfect or the best at everything or whatever, most things, the first try. And if it doesn't go that way, you kind of you don't allow yourself to grow. You don't allow yourself the space and the time to grow. But you're dropping that. There's a fear of failure. Or there was within your ego, but that part of your ego is what's shedding. Because you're so harsh on yourself. You take any, like, little misstep as, oh, like, you're not meant to do what you're doing. Like, no, you just have to grow and get better at it. I just heard Coco Melon. I don't know anything about Coco Melon. I've never seen it, but that just came to my mind. I don't know, some of y'all are watching Coco Melon. You got kids or something? I don't know. Aries energy also is like it's the youngest zodiac sign of it's the youngest zodiac sign and of the zodiac's wheel, I suppose. And so it can be kind of childish and mature. And its energy, infantile, self-centered. Oh. Okay. What else does Aries energy have for us collective? Okay. Ten of Swords. Ending. Then go something. Seven of Swords. Deception. Aquarius. From groups of people. King of Wands. And then the Page of Cups. Pisces energy, Scorpio energy. And the Page of Wands. Your justice is you taking action. Justice card as well. Oh my gosh. Libra energy with the Justice card. You might want to check out the Libra reading. And part of the Justice is now they are worried. These people, whoever like held you to these high expectations, they're worried that you'll find out. Or also, some of them are like worried that like they shouldn't have underestimated you. Because you achieve your goals, or you will. The Nine of Cups. Interesting. Okay. it's ending with the Ten of Swords. Unequal give and take. Six of Pentacles. Three of Wands reverse, the Sun card, truth. About a perspective. About how you view your creative work. The Page of Cups being here. The Page of Wands. Your enthusiasm was thrown off by paranoia. Not the Page of... Yeah, the Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords reverse. Obstacles. And unrealistic expectations. Three of Wands, reverse. You realize that you had truthfully unrealistic expectations of yourself that kept you held back. Like, you could have felt like you needed so much more work on yourself in order to pursue something. But it's like, no, you are good enough as you are. You've done enough work. You are ready for this. You are ready for a change. You are ready for a shift. You are ready to take control of your own life. You are ready to be independent. You're ready to mature. $17.17 on the timer. 29. Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. 2 + 9. 11. Master number 11. Mastering something. And celebrating yourself. Giving yourself your own flowers. Giving yourself validation. The praise that you deserve. Recognizing how powerful and amazing and talented and gifted and intelligent you are. So that you can actually advocate for yourself, which Aries energy is asserting. Mars asserting yourself in towards opportunities that you are actually deserving of, that challenge you a little bit. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic and the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure that you do that from now on. If you never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. So there's also like achieving an attitude of gratitude, because being grateful helps a great deal with being more present in the moment. You know, for like example, be grateful for aging no matter how old you are or how you look or whatever, because not everybody gets to experience that in life. Not everybody gets to age, and everybody gets to grow old. Not everybody gets to really live an entire life. And that's crazy enough as it is. Okay. Eleventh house. Taurus. And Saturn. You could have a Saturn and Taurus, possibly in the 11th house. So Taurus is all about stability. Also, you know, Taurus second house, money, finances, ruled by Venus. And Saturn is about responsibility. You could be taking on more financial responsibility, going for a better job, a better position, because you recognize that you are capable of that and that you deserve that for yourself. And you could be putting yourself in different social circles. You're stepping into like a new karmic cycle as well. Like this is like a whole, they say you have like every 7 years is a new karmic cycle. Like this is a whole new chapter of your life type thing that you're stepping into. Yeah. You could be building very stable connections and friendships with very sweet people, very loving, caring, and generous people. People that want to help you. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, 2020, 22222 on the timer as I remembered this, but I forgot to mention in the Libra reading, but the 7th house is also the house, 7th house of Libra is also the house of hidden enemies. So it can, depending on what sign the house is in, it can indicate like how, like, because it's often like, the reality is that like the only people who can hurt us the most are the people closest to us, because we care the most about them. You know, people that we don't know can do things to us, and do things to harm us or hurt us or whatever, and that of course always sucks, but it has an extra level of betrayal and hurt and pain when it comes from somebody that you think cares for you and is supposed to care for you, and you care for them. So 7th house of interpersonal relationships represents hidden enemies, or it's open enemies. 11th house is hidden enemies or open enemies, one of the two. I forgot which is which, but 11th house and the 7th house can tell you about who your enemies are. So yeah, we have 11 here. There could be some people who are like hating on your success as well, but they'll hide it behind a smile and some sweetness. There's some people who are gonna want to be fake towards you after you have this new beginning for yourself, this new beginning of being confident and assertive and advocating for yourself and what you truly deserve. So yeah, that was the Aries reading, and I hope it resonated and brought you tons and tons of clarity. Like, share, subscribe, all those beautiful, wonderful things. If you'd like to book a reading with me, the link to do that is in the description box. And yeah, I think that's it. Remember that you are loved, you are important, and that you have value. All right, y'all. Bye, y'all.